Sure.
Absolutely.
And I always say that what happened, I say it many times, and sometimes I get people into that conversation that what happened between millennials and Gen Z, what caused the gap? Who was supposed to transfer the values that didn't? Or is it that they are what's going on? Now, if we're going to be talking about the sterling qualities that are going to help people be better humans and also entrepreneurs, we need to talk about how to hand down the values or transfer the values. So we need to talk about Gen Z and mentoring and coaching and just give a bit of a background and the way to go. Because I don't know if you saw it online, but I recently saw somebody who said he will stop taking interns as a result of a person who sent in a resignation email that said, Sokwe it, it makes no sense. A lot of things that you see, you're wondering, did you even think about this at all? So that is my, I don't want to say hat cry, but I would like us to talk a bit about that. So now taking it to Generation Z and building the bridges, would you say mentoring is one of the key things that we can use in building bridges between the generations?
Yes, mentoring could be of some help, but I still emphasize that organizations, one of the trainings we render currently is a training that's called Bridging the Generational Divide. Bridging the generational divide. So we help organizations understand that there's nothing wrong with the Gen Z or millennial, right? There's nothing wrong with the baby boomers or the baby builders. What is happening is each generation has built walls between themselves rather than bridges to connect them. And guess what? It's easier to build walls than bridges. So nobody wants to spend the time to build bridges. But we have a model, a 90-minute training model to address that. So they can come through you or through me and we can render that service. So you help them understand. For example, the way my generation, we're very happy to have a job. So that's why we die there. We're very happy to have a job. But when you go to millennials, they don't look at jobs that way. They feel the organization should be happy to have them. And that's where millennial looks at work, that they should be happy that I'm working here. But my generation, we're happy, very grateful to have a job. So if they slap us there, they tell us job, we will be very happy. But as you go to millennials, then Gen Zs are parents. Who are the parents of Gen Zs, right? They are builders and millennials who felt that they had it rough. So you overpet your children and throw them into the market that is basically social media and the likes. So their whole worldview is anything they share online and people like. When the people don't like what they share online, then they remove one clothing or expose some body part, then they have many likes. So over time, a Gen Z tends to feel that the way to get accepted is to do things that people like. Now, guess what? Those people don't know you physically. So it affects the way a Gen Z, so that's why we need that building bridges. But Gen Z's, millennials, they have energy, they have creativity that builders and baby boomers like I don't have. But we have experience that they don't have. So that's why we need to build a bridge so they will benefit from our experience. We have to be patient also to tap into their energy. I'm one of the few baby boomers. I'm on TikTok. People my generation are not even on Instagram. But I'm everywhere. Because again, I have this understanding that I'm a coach. Right. You won't find Gen Zs on Facebook. But you find my generation there. So but all of these has value, especially for an organization. So stop building walls and categorizing people by their age bracket and all those Gen Z millennials. Rather, you find a way to build bridges. Then everybody benefits. That's what we are enjoying in my organization.
And another thing we need is you coming back on the show.
It'll be my pleasure. I've enjoyed myself here.
Because we need a lot of information. We need a lot of mentality re-engineering. And in the way that we can, we will definitely do it by letting people know that there is more to life than money and salary.
Absolutely.
So we need to get the word out there. As I have not known you before now, but now that I have, it is my job to do something about it. So thank you so much for all that you've shared here. And thank you to all of you who have been a part of it on YouTube.